Ahoy Moto Academy, Matt Master, none here, teleworking from home in his government job, thinking about motocross. Have a couple questions about these three skills I've grouped together for what I call in-air beginner skills. You got the upshift, the downshift, and the brake tap. The downshift's pretty easy. You don't really need the clutch for that one. You just kind of move your foot forward, tap down, now you're down in gear. The upshift is definitely pretty important to gain some extra speed on the straightaway. Is there any kind of natural progression you can recommend for upshifting in the air or the brake tap in the air? So you pull the clutch in, let the clutch out, land the bike, maybe come back around at the same jump, and now maybe integrate your footwork into it. Any help on that is much appreciated. Thank you. And
great question. Why?
Ahoy Moto Academy, Matt Master and none here. Had a quick question about the app update, and I had.
Whoa! All right, he's got multiple questions. Okay, so first question. What was the question? Oh, 3 basic jumping skills. Good way to categorize it, because that would be upshift, downshift, brake tapping in the air. First of all, you could practice all 3 of those skills on the same jump. They might not be applicable to that jump, but the jump that you want to pick is something that is safe, something that is forgiving if you go long or short, and a jump that you are extremely, extremely comfortable on. You don't even have to be clearing it the whole distance, but remember that the longer distance that you jump, the more time you have to get to the controls. Biggest thing is just make sure you're ridiculously comfortable on this jump. Don't pick something that you're barely clearing already and try to learn the skill on it. Not going to work. And it doesn't matter if it's applicable. Like, it might not be a jump that a downshift in the air makes sense on, but it might be a jump you're comfortable on, so that's fine. You don't have to pull a clutch in for the upshift or the downshift necessarily. You can practice doing it just to assist the bike a little bit more into gear. You might even just be able to feel that it clicks down into gear a little bit easier. So you have peace of mind in knowing. You can hear it and you can kind of feel it click down and click up into the gear when I do a little bit of clutch feed to do it. When I upshift in the air, I am usually doing it immediately once I take off. Like, I am basically, my back tire is almost still on the ground and I'm grabbing the upshift. There are times where I double upshift in the air, and that's the only way that you can do it, is if you're coming off the ground and get that upshift, and then that way you can get another one at the peak of the height of your jump. Downshift, you always want to wait till you are at the height of your jump. If you do it too early, it's kind of like brake tapping too early. Make sure you know where you're going to land. Make sure you know the pitch of the bike, because a downshift will usually drop the front a little bit. And then brake tap, you're going to want to pull that clutch in and brake tap at the height of your jump. Don't do it too early, because again, you don't know where you're going to land and you don't know what pitch the bike is going to be at that point. Footwork, it's going to be a little tricky until you get comfortable with it. So just keep practicing on a jump that's easy for you to do. Practice it over and over and over until it feels like you could do it blindfolded, and then take it to a little bit more difficult jump, or just take it to another jump. And hopefully you can learn the skill well enough and develop the skills so that when you actually need to do it, you can, first of all, know the situation that's appropriate to apply it. And you can eventually get to the point where it just happens, muscle memory, and just instinctively you would do it. And that's the idea, right? When I'm brake tapping in Supercross, I'm not in the air going, I wonder if this is a good time to brake tap or not. Oh, okay, we'll give it a try. It just happens. And it just happens because I've practiced it in so many different scenarios that it just, like anything, you end up doing it when you need to do it. If you guys enjoyed this podcast clip and you want to listen to full episodes, make sure you go download them on Spotify and Apple Music. If you want to watch full episodes or be a person that sends in your own video submission, go to club.themotoacademy.com and subscribe to join the Moto Academy family today.